Okay guys, so we finished the simple silo setup, right? And we did that with just using pretty much default WordPress plugins, nothing special, nothing major. And now we're going to do a complex silo structure, okay? So we can show you how to do that. And then typically you're going to want to use some sort of plugin to accomplish this. It'll make it easier to deal with. You can set the silos up manually, that's fine. But you're going to want to have a silo menu, and which is different. And there's a couple ways. A silo menu means, for example, if you're down to the post level, so let's go take a look at the water heater repair post that we did in the previous one. What a silo menu should do is it should only show the category in which you're in, right? So for example, right here, because this is just default, we're seeing both uncategorized and Woodbridge, okay? Because this default category widget that's in the side over here is going to show all categories. Well, in a highly SEO'd website, you don't want that, because you're bleeding the theme of each silo, because these are links, these are internal links. So you don't want all your categories over here, because each category is a different silo, correct? So you don't want to bleed link juice from one category to another, because otherwise you're basically bleeding your theme for each silo. So you're rendering your silo less effective, less powerful. All right, so typically what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have silo navigation menus instead, which would basically only, when you get down into a silo or into a category, the only thing that it will display is other posts from within that same category. So that way there's no bleed over, right? It's keeping everything tight within that theme or that silo. All right, so there's a couple plugins that will do that. SEO Ultimate is one of the other SEO plugins that are free to download. It has that ability. Yoast does not. You can do it manually by using a combination of plugins, like Conditional Widgets plugin is another one that you can do. There's a couple of them that do that, where basically you set rules and say, okay, if in this category, it will only show posts in that category. But that can take a while to configure, so I don't recommend that. Like I said, SEO Ultimate has a widget that when you install the SEO Ultimate plugin, it has a silo categories widget that you can just drop into your sidebar or whatever, and that will take care of it for you. Peter Garrity has one, his P1 traffic machine, I think it's called. His will do something similar as well. It'll change the main primary navigation menu so that it only shows the categories that you're in. And also Network Empire has one that's free, and that's typically the one that I use, okay, when I'm doing a complex silo structure. And that is actually right here. I'll copy this, and this will go in with the video, but you can just go to, here, I'll paste it in here so you can see it. It's siloblogbuilder.com, okay? And this video is going to autoplay here in just a second.
Hello.
Okay, siloblogbuilder.com. You can download the free version, which then they've got one that's a paid version, which will import YouTube videos and stuff like that. I typically don't use that, unless just because I usually only do this sort of thing when it's for a money site, and so I don't really need the video silo plugin. I just use the free version. All right, so that said, let me go over to, and I'm going to go ahead and install that really quickly. All right, so now that that's installed, you'll see any silo builder over here, okay? And so let's say that we wanted to go ahead and add, we're going to use Fairfax County. Let's say that in the previous example, which was the simple silo structure, we talked about this being a plumber that his territory is Prince William County, Virginia. Okay, so we can do simple silo structure in that case because there's 11 cities in Prince William County, and we could start the top of the silo for each location or each city within that county. Okay, Woodbridge being one of them. Another one could be Manassas. Manassas is another city within Prince William County. So the top of our silos could, if it's location based, could all be the different cities. So there could be essentially be 11 silos on that site if we wanted, okay? If we wanted to do that. The other way is if where a complex silo structure comes in is if the site is going to cover a broader area. And again, guys, this type of structure will work for local, it'll work for niche sites, it'll work for national sites, okay? So this is just a more complex silo structure depending on what your needs are. But let's say that this plumber now decided that he wanted to expand out of just Prince William County and he wanted to cover Fairfax County as well. Well, I like to put the county level in the URL as well. So if we go take a look, if we go back down to this, this is as deep as we can go on a silo, simple silo, right? There's two levels. There's the top level category, which is also a page, and then we have posts as supporting posts. That's as deep as it gets. But with a complex silo structure, we can go one level deeper, and that comes in handy when you're covering a broader area. So for example, if you're covering multiple counties. So to just to show you how that would work, I would want to switch this up to make the county the top level silo, and then the city, which the county would be the top level page, top level category. It's one and the same. Then it would have a child page and a subcategory, okay, which would be one and the same. That would be the city, and then the service would be the post, right? Which would be linking back up to the city. All right, so that would be 3 levels deep. And in order to accomplish that easily, you use a silo plugin. The one that I just mentioned is a good one, okay? So if we come back in here, and we'll go to the Any Silo Builder, manual silo builder, that's what I use. Right here, you're going to click home because that's going to be the top, the very, very top, which is home is the root domain. And then we would start. Let's just say we're going to say Fairfax County, okay? Then we'll do Prince William County. And we're going to click Add New. Now what this is going to do, this plugin is going to create the pages and the categories at the same time. Okay, so that's why, I mean, like with the simple silo structure, you don't need to do that because you don't need, I mean, it would save you a little bit of time, but it's unnecessary. But for a complex silo structure, I like to do this because we're going to be creating multiple levels, right? So it just makes it easier, and this will also give you a visual representation of it, and I'll show you what that means in a minute. Click Add New. Okay, so now you can see the download is showing Fairfax County and Prince William County. Now if we were to go open up the categories menu, you're going to see that it created Prince William County and Fairfax County. If we go to look at the pages menu, you're going to see that it created Fairfax County and Prince William County, and they're all sharing the same slugs. Okay, just like we did in the previous video manually, it did it very quickly. All right, so we'll go back over here to the menu again, to the plugin, and now, and let's see, why is this being weird? Okay. All right, so now what we do is, let's say that we wanted to start adding the cities within Fairfax County. Okay, so I go ahead and click that radio button, and now I'm going to put in just a couple of the cities. So let's say we'll do Burke. Okay, we'll do Oakton is another one. We'll do Vienna. Let's see, we'll just do one more. We'll do McLean. Okay, so we're going to click Add New. And now, you see this? You see the hierarchy? So now this is going to be the top level page plus so it's a parent page and the top level category. These are now child pages and subcategories. All right, so let's go take a look at this. Let's go inside. We'll go to the dashboard. We'll go to the posts, and you can see the categories first. Now you can see Fairfax County, and you see these lines, these indented lines. That means they're child categories of this parent category. Same thing if we go look at the pages. You're going to see under Fairfax County, you see these lines. That means they're child pages. All right, so if we were to go take a look at Burke and we click View, we'll open that up. You're going to see we got Fairfax County and then Burke. Okay, and I didn't mean to do that, but you saw what you saw it. And so the next thing that we'd want to do is, like, let's go open that up again so you can see it. So you see this is the top level, which is Fairfax County, and this is the child page, Burke. All right, so the next thing we would do is add the posts. That would be the final level, and the posts would be, you know, just like if we did drain cleaning and water heater service or whatever. But let's just change that up a little bit. So we could do that from in here if you wanted to. If I wanted to add the posts from here, the post titles, I could. Let's just say Burke would be it. I could start adding them in here and it would create it for me, or I could just do that on a single post level, which means I could come over to posts and go to add new. Because remember, at this point, these are still pages. We're 2 levels deep now in the URL structure and they're still pages, but now we're going to go to the post level. So from here, I would put in, let's say, instead of drain cleaning and water heater repair, let's do something else. Let's do, I don't know, let's say leak repair. Okay, now over here, you're going to notice a widget here called silo structure. You're going to need to select, and this is for Burke, so I'm going to select Burke, and you also need to come down here where it says categories and select Burke. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and click publish. Now, if we go view the post, take a look. You see the URL structure, Fairfax County, Burke, leak repair. Okay, so we're 3 levels deep now. We're all the way down here. Okay, so now you get the idea. If I wanted to add another post, then I would. Let's just say that I wanted to add another one, and let's just say we're going to do sewer line repair. Damn it. All right, same thing. We got to come over here. We'll select Burke, and then we're going to come down here and select Burke from this category menu. We're going to click publish. If we go view post, you'll see the same thing. All right, so the last thing we would need to do is set up your internal linking structure for each of these. All right, so what I would want to do at that point is I would want to come back to the Fairfax County page. So I'm going to go to the page menu. I'm going to get rid of all these open tabs. Okay, and I would want to go to Fairfax County. I click edit, and I would say, let me pause while I type it. Okay, so you see how I have, we provide plumbing services in the following Fairfax County locations. There's my 4 links, my 4 child pages, right? So subcategories as well. I'm going to click on insert link, and I'm going to select Burke. Same thing for Oakton. Vienna and McLean. Update. So we go view the page. This is the very, very top level, right? This is the very first. So this is what I like to call my silo index page, right? Because I'm linking down to all the subcategory pages from there, all the child pages, which are going to be, see what I'm saying? So this goes to the next level, and I always do this. I put bullet lists, or if there's a lot of them, then I'll set up a table so that I can make them look nice. Okay, but these will link down to those pages. All right, so then from here, I would go to the Burke location, right? And then from here, I would edit this page, and I would say, okay, so you see now that it says we provide the following plumbing services in Burke, and I have leak repair. This is going to link down to the post level. So I'm going to say leak repair and then sewer line repair. And I'm going to also add the link back up to the top level page. So here's going to be my internal link from this page up to the top level silo, which is Fairfax County. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to scroll down, find my Fairfax County page, click on that. Okay, so that whole thing, let's go ahead and update it. And then we'll go view the page. Now you can see that I've got the link. So let's walk through this really quickly. Okay, so the first page that we have, and I don't have it in the menu structure yet. I would, but I don't have that there, and I'm not going to build this whole damn site out for you guys. So I'm just trying to give you an example of how this works. Okay, so this is the very top level page, Fairfax County. This now links down to each one of the subcategory pages. The only one we've got built out is Burke. So if we click on Burke, that's going to take us to Burke. And here at Burke, we've got a menu that's linking down to our posts level. And we've also got a link that links back up to the top level page, right back up, right? And so finally, we want to go back to the post level. And the post level, we would end up editing that to say, you know, whatever this is my awesome post about leak repair, right? But then I would link back up and say, for all services we provide in Burke, click here, right? And then this would link back up to that page. So I would say Burke right here. Click update. If we go view the post, now you can see there's the link back up. So this is all the way at the bottom of the silo, right? And we can add as many supporting articles at this level as we want to, as many as it takes to rank for plumbing in Burke, right? In Burke, Virginia. As many as it takes we could add. So we could have, 20 posts. And the internal linking from these posts is what's going to rank, because these post levels are linking up to the more general Burke page, which is targeting that specific city. Right? So if I click on this, it's going to bring us back up. You can see now we're coming back up the ladder. Okay? And if we wanted, the idea here is, guys, that you reinforce each city, each subcategory, right, by using supporting posts, and you do as many supporting posts as it takes to rank for the supporting category, which would be this level where we're at. Then cumulatively, because you have more supporting categories within the parent category, which is Fairfax County, eventually all the link juice coming through this one category, because of this link right here, this subcategory, I mean, because of this link right here that links back up to Fairfax County, we're pushing juice back up to here, and what happens here? It recycles back down through all the other subcategory silos, right? So that's how you set it up. Last thing we would want to do is we'd still have to come over here and set up our 301 redirects to redirect our pages, our category index pages, to our actual pages. Does that make sense? Like we did before. So I'm not going to rehash that. But that's how you set it up, guys. If that opens up a bunch of other questions, then I recommend you join the mastermind, because that's what we talk about, stuff like that in the mastermind, where you'll get a lot more help with that kind of stuff. Okay, so I hope that was helpful.